One of a number of issues that can lead to health problems. Dr. Ophelia Garmon-Brown with Novant Health joins me now to talk a little bit about them right now. Dr. Brown, we love your time and we always learn so much when you're with us. We've got 3 issues that can control so much of our health. Help us understand what those 3 issues are.
Diabetes, hypertension, and obesity.
And so when you say hypertension, that kind of leads to heart problems, right?
That's exactly right. It's high blood pressure. And high blood pressure does amazing damage to the blood vessels, the vasculature. And when it does that damage to the vasculature, every organ in your body can be affected by that.
And it's all impacted by obesity.
Unfortunately, yes. Obesity really, when persons become overweight or obese, they increase their chances of hypertension, they increase their chances of diabetes, and therefore they increase their chances of death.
And so many people, when you say obesity, and I know I found a great tool on your website at Remarkable You so that I could find out and the little reality of the difference between being a few pounds overweight or if you're officially obese. And it's all on there on our website so that people can learn. But you often think that we can't change it, where if we lose 10% of our body weight, we can make a huge difference.
Absolutely, absolutely. That person that weighs 200 pounds, if they lose 20 pounds, it makes an amazing difference. And that's one of the messages that Remarkable You, which is an initiative that we started a couple of years ago, where we're going in community and we're educating and we're informing people and we're screening people using A1C, point of service testing, blood pressure screening,
which
as
is
well as BMI.
For your blood.
That's exactly right.
Checks
we
your
prick
blood
that finger and it tells you about what your blood sugar has been in terms of the average over a 2 to 3 month period of time. So it gives you more than just a 1 point in time glucose. It gives you much more data than that.
And when we have information, we can make informed decisions to actually have control of our health, which is something that so many people think our health just deteriorates and we have no power over it. But I think you're here to tell us that we do have power.
You do have power, and the point that you're making about being informed, there are 30 million people or so that have diabetes. 1 in 4 don't know it. There are about 88 million people who have pre-diabetes, and 9 out of 10 of those persons don't know it. And if we were to leave those persons, that 9 out of 10, uninformed, about 30% of them over a 5-year period of time will actually travel to have full-blown diabetes. So we feel like through our Remarkable You initiative that this education and information is so critically important.
And what else would you say are sort of first steps? 1, knowing the information and knowing the reality of where you hit on that scale. What's another thing that we should know?
Know that those particular illnesses are quiet. You don't notice that you have hypertension. It's a silent killer. You don't really notice the effects of diabetes. But unfortunately, those 2 illnesses, whether you know it or not, they're causing your blood vessels to be damaged. So you find that the #1 cause of blindness is diabetes. You find that the #1 and #2 causes of renal failure is diabetes and #2, hypertension. So while you're feeling like things may be okay, the slippery slope of what happens with chronic disease is occurring.
Dr. Ophelia Garmon-Brown, who leads the Community Wellness Initiative for Novant Health, thank you so much for being with us and sharing this empowering information.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, next up, we're talking about the